Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Ruiner 2000 in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now I'm not going to lie, I had no idea you could actually customize this car at all. So I was very happily surprised today when I realized that you can actually customize this thing. So anyways, for the first time ever, we are going to be customizing the Ruiner 2000, and this vehicle cannot be stored in your vehicle storage. Okay. I wasn't trying to, I was just trying to customize it actually, but that's okay. I guess we'll just bring it to Los Santos Customs then instead. The Ruiner 2000 is on sale this week for 50% off, which is a pretty good discount. Now, if you're watching this in the future, it will not be 50% off. It will just be whatever its regular price is, which is way too expensive, by the way. But in today's video, we're going to be customizing this car, and I'm going to be letting you guys know if it is actually worth owning. Now, something to keep in mind, apparently if you do any sort of damage to it, it's going to cost you 6 grand for that damage on the front right there, which is kind of crazy. Anyways, whatever, it's not going to happen often. To start with, we're going to go all the way up on the armor, the brakes as well, for sure. We need that EMS level 4, let's do it. For the explosives and the horn, I'm not doing anything there. Now we can go xenon for the lights. We could also take it to the LS car meet and put on some like even cooler lights. I'm not too bothered right now, so I'm just going to put this on. For the neon kit, I am going to put that on as well because it will help to improve the handling by lowering the center of gravity ever so slightly, so we'll do that. For the plate, the only one that seems to fit in the plate holder is yellow and black, so let's go for that. For the respray of the car, what do we want to go for here? Now, I know this is based off of kit, I think it is. I've been told that in the comments several times. I think, though, for today's build, I low-key kind of want to go with a white. I feel like a frost white looks really mean on this car, so let's go frost white for the primary. And for the secondary color, we could also do frost white, or we could keep it black, and I kind of don't mind the black, honestly. I feel like it kind of adds a little something to the car, so maybe we'll keep that just like that. For the suspension, I will lower it. I will lower it all the way down. For the transmission, we're going to go all the way up. For the turbo, all the way up as well. For the wheels, the stock wheels are very interesting. I don't like how they look, but at the same time, they do fit the car quite well. So I can't exactly hate on them. I'm gonna look in the track category here and see if there's anything that kind of works. Not really seeing anything. Everything's too like low profile in there. Maybe in the sport category we could find something. They're pretty low profile in here too though. So about muscle wheels. What if we went for like some crackers or something? Honestly, the crackers do not even look bad. We could go for crackers. We could, yeah, we could go for crackers. Let's, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I'm just gonna go with that. For the wheel color, I'm gonna keep it black. I feel like it looks good. Bulletproof the tires though for sure. Custom tires? No, not a big fan of it. So we got that. Let's tint the windows all the way out. And honestly, it's looking really clean. I wish we could put a spoiler option on, and maybe some front bumper customization would be pretty cool too. But overall, I have to say I kind of like it. I feel like it looks pretty good. I wish we could go into the MOC because I'm very curious to see if there's any additional customization options. I don't think there are because this car already has the weaponry mounted on it, so I don't really see a reason to go into the MOC. So I guess this is what you get. Now the Ruiner, let's quickly just do a little sound test here and see how she sounds. I already know it sounds pretty good. It actually shares the exact same sound as the Dominator ASP, which is pretty interesting. Now, the Ruiner 2000 is within the muscle category, as I'm sure you noticed when I was able to do the wheelie off the line, so that is pretty cool. That is kind of a nice feature about the Ruiner 2K. Now, I don't believe that you can actually use it in any races or anything like that, so keep that in mind if you are planning on buying it. Also keep in mind if you are planning on buying the Ruiner 2000 that you will need a vehicle cargo warehouse with the special vehicle warehouse in the bottom of it. That is included with the purchase of the vehicle cargo warehouse, so keep that in mind. But that is an additional cost to the Ruiner 2000 on top of whatever you're paying for it which let's just quickly go and look at this, because I know the Ruiner 2000 is a pretty expensive car at the best of times. Even on sale, it's still really expensive. Yeah, it goes for $3,750,000 regularly, or $2.8 million if you have the trade price, and on sale it's going for $1.875, and if you have the trade price it's going for $1.4. So no matter what, it's an expensive vehicle, and also on top of the price, you are going to need that special vehicle warehouse by owning a vehicle cargo warehouse. So that is something to keep in mind if you are planning on buying this thing. If you don't have a vehicle cargo warehouse already, you are going to have to include that in your purchase price of the Ruiner 2000. Now, the Ruiner 2000 is an interesting car. It does have some cool features. For example, it does have front-mounted missiles. Now, these are homing and non-homing, so there are the two options there, which is pretty good, I guess. So, you know, it destroys, it one-shots, you know, civilian cars. It'll one-shot player cars unless they're armored. There is also the non-homing version of the missiles as well. And then, of course, we have the machine guns, which the machine guns, let's actually find out just how good these things are. Okay, they're all right. They're all right. They're not the best machine guns ever. They're not the worst. But that did take quite a while to take out that Shyster fusillade. So that is something to keep in mind for sure. With the Ruiner 2000, it's not exactly the greatest vehicle when it comes to the machine guns on the front. The missiles are a nice touch for sure. But what you're really buying the Ruiner 2000 for is the abilities that it has. So it does have this jump that you can do, and then it's also got a parachute that you can deploy as well. So I'm going to demonstrate this for you guys. So you can press E on PC to get up in the air like this, and then you can press spacebar to deploy a parachute, which is pretty cool. It is kind of a semi-handy thing to have, I guess. I don't know, it's not something that I would personally use like all the time unless I was driving the Ruiner 2000 all the time. I'm sure it's something that people just will kind of pop and just, you know, go with it. It is kind of cool though. You can get yourself in, I was gonna say you can get yourself out of some sticky situations, but I've just got myself into someone's backyard and I'm pretty much stuck. Except I can jump out and use the parachute again. So I guess it really is kind of good, honestly. Now, beyond that, it doesn't have like a rocket boost or anything like that, which is kind of, I feel like that's something the Ruiner 2000 should have maybe had. I would assume the kit car from the movie or the show, I'm not even sure which it is, to be completely real with you guys. But I would assume that the Ruiner has the same abilities in the show / movie as it does in GTA. But I feel like for the money that you're paying, this thing could have had like a rocket booster, similar to the Toreadors maybe, something like that. Nothing too crazy, but at the same time, it would have been just nice to have as an extra feature, considering the price of the vehicle is so much money. And before, this thing used to be even more. This thing used to go for like, I think 5 mil or something like that. So like an insane amount of money. Now, the other glaring issue that the Ruiner 2000 has, it has no armor. Absolutely zero armor. Now, I would demonstrate this for you guys, but vehicles when there's no player inside have less armor than if there is a player inside. So if I got out and shot this with an RPG right now, it would blow up in one shot guaranteed. If I was inside it, it would still blow up in one shot guaranteed, but it's just not the most accurate test. So I won't really do it for you guys. However, there is a way to get the Ruiner 2000 to have more armor, and that is by doing a CEO job. And what you're going to have to do in order to do this is go to the Secure Serve CEO, start an organization, go back, go to VIP work, and you can launch fully loaded. And it will give you a Ruiner 2000, and you will have to go and destroy all the vehicles, except you don't actually have to go and destroy all the vehicles. You can just use the Ruiner 2000 with a bunch of additional armor. Now, I think that the missiles on the Ruiner 2000, if I'm not mistaken, are very good tracking-wise, so this could actually be a play in free mode, and I've seen people do it, and they usually shred. So it is an option that you guys can do to make your Ruiner 2000 just a little bit better in a PvP scenario if you have access to it as well. So anyways, the Ruiner 2000 overall, I would say at full price, it's like kind of worth getting, but only if you already have a vehicle cargo warehouse with the special vehicle warehouse underneath it. If you don't already have it, and you would be buying a vehicle cargo warehouse just for the Ruiner 2000, it is not worth it. I do not think it is worth it, because The Ruiner 2000, as cool as it is, as cool as these abilities are, as nice as the missiles are, as awesome as fully loaded is, the vehicle itself is not that impressive. I don't even feel like the Ruiner 2000 is truly worth its price tag of 3,750,000, honestly, but it is a cool car. The missiles are nice, the abilities are nice. I just think it should be less. Now, if you're watching this when it's on sale, that's a very different story. For 1.8 or 1.4 million, it is worth picking up. If you have the trade price as well at the regular price for 2.8, it's like kind of worth picking up. But if you don't have the trade price and you're gonna buy it at full price, 3,750,000 with a vehicle cargo warehouse, do not buy it. It's not worth it. Unless you're planning to do vehicle cargo itself, which by the way doesn't pay very well at all. It kind of completely sucks if I'm being honest. But overall, the vehicle, I would say it is worth it if you already have the vehicle cargo warehouse. If you don't though, I would say avoid picking up the Ruiner 2000. Like I said, unless it is on sale. So this week, if you're watching this like the day it comes out, the Ruiner 2K is still on sale and you can purchase it for 1.8 or 1.4 mil. So at that 1.8 to 1.4 million dollar price tag, pick this thing up for sure. At 2.8 mil, pick it up. At 3.75 mil, probably you're going to want to avoid it or at least unlock the trade price before you purchase it for sure. Anyway guys, that is it for my Ruiner 2000 customization and review in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated, if not dislike. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new and you want to see more content like this, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.